Team USA's gold medal in the team figure skating event at the 2026 Winter Olympics was not the result of one breakout performance or a single superstar carrying the load. It was the result of depth, balance, and athletes who understood exactly what was being asked of them in a format that leaves no room for weak links. The team secured the gold medal in Milano Cortina on February 8th, finishing with a total of 68 points. That number represents far more than scores. It represents trust, execution, and a group of skaters who delivered when the weight of the entire program rested on each performance. At the center of the men's competition was Ilia Malinin. Malinin entered the games with enormous expectations, already known worldwide as the Quad God. His reputation is built on pushing technical boundaries that most skaters won't even attempt. In the team event free skate, Malinin didn't skate cautiously. He skated with authority. Quad jumps were not treated as risks, they were treated as tools. What made Malinin's contribution so valuable wasn't just difficulty, it was control. In a team setting, a meltdown doesn't just hurt you, it hurts everyone. Malinin delivered power without chaos, ambition without panic. His free skate stabilized the men's side of the competition and sent a clear message that Team USA would not blink under pressure. In women's singles, the responsibility was shared by Amber Glenn and Alysa Liu, and that pairing was one of the most important strategic decisions of the event. Amber Glenn brought experience, confidence, and emotional steadiness. Her skating has always been marked by resilience, especially after years of navigating inconsistency and external pressure. In the team event, Glenn skated with clarity. She didn't try to be bigger than the moment. She matched it. Clean elements, controlled landings, and a visible calm that allowed the team to bank points instead of gambling for them. Elisa Liu represented a different kind of strength. Liu's career has been defined by early success, time away from the sport, and a remarkable return. Her presence on the Olympic team symbolized both renewal and trust. In her skate, Liu showed why she was selected. Lightness, musicality, and sharp execution combined into a performance that felt composed rather than rushed. Together, Glenn and Liu gave Team USA something essential in the women's discipline: stability from two skaters with very different journeys, but the same understanding of the moment. They didn't skate like individuals chasing medals. They skated like teammates protecting a lead. In pairs, Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea delivered one of the quiet anchors of the gold medal run. Pairs skating in a team event is unforgiving. Lifts, throws, and side by side jumps magnify risk. One error can erase an entire segment's progress. Cam and O'Shea approached their skate with discipline and focus. Their elements were clean, their timing precise, and their communication evident in every transition. What stood out was trust. Pair skating is built on trust, and in the Olympic team event, that trust extends beyond the partnership to the entire delegation. Cam and O'Shea skated knowing their job was not to steal the spotlight, but to protect the structure of the team score. They did exactly that, delivering points without drama and reinforcing why pairs' depth remains critical to Olympic success. Ice dance was handled by Madison, Chock, and Evan Bates, veterans who understand Olympic pressure as well as anyone in the sport. Chock and Bates didn't just perform, they led. Ice dance in the team event often sets tone. It brings artistry, precision, and emotional resonance that can steady the entire group. Chock and Bates brought all of that. Their skating was polished, expressive, and technically sound. Edges were deep, transitions seamless, connection unmistakable. Their experience showed in how they managed the moment. There was no sense of urgency or overreach, just confidence earned through years at the top of the discipline. In a competition where nerves can unravel younger athletes, Chalk and Bates provided reassurance. Their performance reminded everyone watching that this team wasn't just talented, it was seasoned. What makes this gold medal particularly meaningful is how evenly the responsibility was distributed. No one was asked to be perfect in isolation. Everyone was asked to be reliable together. That's the essence of the team figure skating event, and Team USA embraced it fully. The team format exposes weaknesses quickly. It rewards countries that invest across all disciplines rather than relying on singular stars. Team USA's victory reflects years of development, coaching coordination, and athlete support that allowed skaters to peak together instead of separately. This wasn't a fluke, it was structure paying off. The total of 68 points represents consistency across men's singles, women's singles, pairs, and ice dance. Other nations delivered standout performances in individual segments, but Team USA delivered something more valuable: repeatability under pressure. The celebration afterward reflected that understanding. This wasn't just joy, it was validation. Skaters who had trained largely in individual silos came together for a shared goal and succeeded. Each performance mattered, each point counted, and when the final scores were confirmed, Team USA stood on top not because of one moment, but because of all of them. This gold medal sends a clear message about the state of American figure skating. It is no longer dependent on isolated brilliance. It is built on depth, planning, and athletes prepared for both individual and collective responsibility. The 2026 team event showed a program capable of producing excellence across the board. Ilia Malinin brought power. Amber Glenn brought steadiness. Alysa Liu brought grace and renewal. Ellie Cam and Danny O'Shea brought trust and precision. Madison Chock and Evan Bates brought leadership and polish. Together, they brought gold. In a sport often defined by individual narratives, Team USA's team figure skating victory stands as a reminder that shared excellence can be just as powerful. Not louder, not flashier, just stronger. And in Milano Cortina, that strength was enough to stand at the top of the Olympic podium.